You got 1 minute to go, but you're live everywhere.
Okay.
Just
So
give it 20 seconds.
yeah.
Okay, you're good to go.
Okay. Hi guys. Thanks for joining again today. So some things we need for practice today. We're going to kind of focus again a little bit on a hip orientated sequence. So opening up the hips and some twists. And what I'd like you to grab is a yoga belt. If you have one, I don't have one, so I'm using like a scarf or a sarong. So whatever you have, you can just grab that. If you have a blanket, that might come in handy. You could fold up the blanket later on. So you have a blanket, keep that nearby. That's going to help. Yeah, and then just bring yourself to Balasana, the child posture. So when you're ready to do so, let's bring the big toes together. Take your knees wide, about as wide as your mat. And then we just gently come forward, come onto the forearms. And then maybe bring the arms forward and then just relax the forehead and the tip of the nose on the floor. And then while you're breathing here, you might start to feel your belly as you inhale, pressing into the tops of your thighs. So with each inhalation, your belly expands. Exhaling, and then feel the contraction in the abdominals, the lower abdominals. Let's start to try to cultivate an ujjayi breath. So we're breathing in with sound and breathing out with sound. And your belly is expanding and contracting. And then when you're ready, just start to move from side to side. You just kind of shift your weight to your right and then gently shifting the weight over to the left side. And just gently moving from side to side. You can combine that movement with your breath. Moving the hips side to side, moving the weight from one side and then to the other. You can kind of move like a figure eight. And then when we're ready, we just slowly come back to the center. Take your hands and place your hands directly under your shoulders. So we're coming into all fours, bringing your hips above your knees with your cat posture. So cat cow, we're going to inhale and then lifting the heart, the chest, sitting bones are broadening and widening. Exhale, and then you're going to round your back, gazing towards your belly, draw your navel towards your spine, rounding your back. And then we continue to move with the breath, inhaling as you open the chest, shoulders, exhale, and then rounding, arching your spine. And then do this in your own time. We'll do like 5 or 6 more times, articulating the spine, combining your movement and your breath. Really watching the breath as you move. Allow your movements and your breath to coordinate. Let's do one more when you're ready. And then bring your spine to a neutral position. And then from here, let's just start to move your hips from side to side. Bring your hips slightly forward, making kind of big circular movements. So you can bring the weight all the way back towards your feet, and then bringing the weight slightly forward onto your hands, making big circular movements. You can change the direction you're moving in. You could stay in a particular shape and just breathe there. Notice if there's any tension. So you could just playing with your movements. You can come all the way down, bring your buttocks all the way down to your heels and hang out there for a moment. Or you could come all the way forward into that kind of cobra-like position. Stay there for a moment. So you're just going to play with your movement. Come onto the forearms if you like. Gently opening up the body. And then when you're ready to, we're going to end up in the cobra position. So your hands are kind of in line with your chest. We're going to draw your elbows in towards the midline. Lift your shoulders away from the floor. And just kind of gaze forward, gaze to the tip of your nose, engaging your legs. So you press the tops of your feet down. Feel the back body really engaged. Breathe. Lovely. And then as we exhale, we can lower the head, come onto your knees. We're going to make our way into a downward facing dog. Let's bring my hands a little bit further forward. Curl your toes. And then lift through your hip creases, lift your sit bones. Relax the head and neck. And then here, let's slowly walk the legs. So bending your right knee, extend your left. And then change. We start to target the backs of the legs. Moving with breath, or combining movement with breath. And then the next time you bend your right and your left knee, just stay there for a moment. Let's breathe into that back of the leg, maybe 3 breaths. And then change and do the same on the other side. Just stay there for about 3 breaths. Fantastic. And then come back into your downward facing dog. Pressing the hands down and slightly forward. Allowing the shoulder blades to broaden, to wrap towards the armpits, lifting through your hip creases, and then working with your knees either bend. Yeah. And then don't worry so much about bringing your heels to the floor for this first one. Focusing on deep and smooth breathing. And then when we're ready, we're going to inhale and then just can walk your feet towards your hands. Yeah. We could bring the feet together or keep them hip width apart. Inhaling, lengthening your spine, so hands on shins or floor. Exhale, and then take a forward bend. You can soften your knees and relax your head and your neck. Press your hands into the floor, and then lift your shoulder blades away from the neck. Inhale, and then rise up, come all the way up to standing. Fantastic. You take the arms overhead. Exhale, and then bring the hands beside your trunk. I'm just going to move my camera a moment so you can have a look. Okay, so we're just going to start with some half sun salutations. So in the half sun, since it looks like this, we're going to inhale. We're going to take the arms above the head, reach up into your fingers. Exhale, folding forward, bring your palms to the floor. Relax the head and neck, soften the knees. Inhale, lifting halfway to lengthen your spine. Exhale, and again, folding forward. Inhale, and then we rise up, reaching into the fingers. Exhale, and then bring your palms to your heart. And again, let's do that 3 more times. So you just find your own rhythm. You do 3 times, inhale, reach up. Exhale, folding forward, soften knees. Inhale, the chest lifting and moving forward. Exhale, forward bending, soften the knees. And then inhale, we stand up, take the arms overhead, grounding your feet, reach and lengthen your spine. Exhale, palms to heart. So let's do that 2 more times. And find your rhythm, combining breath with your movement. If you find that that one breath is too much, maybe you stay in each posture for 2 breaths. If you feel like you get out of breath doing 1 breath, then you can stay for 2 breaths. Slow it down a little. So 1 breath combined with movement. And if it's too much, you take maybe 2 breaths, you slow it down. And then once we've completed 2 rounds, let's stand at the top of the mat. And then we're going to add on, we're going to take some lunge sun salutes. Lunge salutes. So standing towards the top end of your mat. You're going to inhale like you did before, take your arms above your head. Exhale, we're going to fold forward, soften the knee. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, step your right foot back. Bring your right knee onto the floor. Inhale, and then raise the arms above the head. Reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to the floor. And then come into downward dog. Inhale, we take plank. Exhale, knees and the chest and the chin come to the floor. Inhale, cobra. So you keep your pelvis on the floor, lift your chest. Exhale, come back via your knees, downward facing dog. Inhaling deeply. And then exhale, right foot steps forward between the hands. Inhale, rise up. Look to your thumbs. Exhale, bring your hands to the floor. Inhale, let's step forward, bring your feet together or hip width apart, lengthen your spine. Exhale, and then folding forward. Inhale, rising up, grounding your feet, reaching up through your fingers, looking to the thumbs. Exhale, and then lower the arms. And again, left side. Inhale, raise up the arms. Exhale, folding forward from your hips. Soften the knees. Inhale, lengthening the spine as you lift your chest. Exhale, left leg reaches back, left knee to the floor. Inhaling, rising up with the arms. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale deeply. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Right knee comes onto the floor. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to the floor. Inhale, we step forward. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, and then folding forward, softening the knee. Inhale, and rising up. Exhale, bring your palms to your heart. So let's do that one more time. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway, lengthen spine. Exhale, step your right foot back, knee to the floor. Inhale, rising up, lift your chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, we come into plank. Exhale, you can bring your knees and your chest and chin to the floor. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale deeply. Exhale, step right foot forward between your hands. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, and again, plant your fingers on the floor. Step forward. Inhaling, lengthening the spine. Exhale, and forward bend. Inhale, and rise up. Exhale, palms to the heart. Let's do that one more time on the left side, and just find your own rhythm. A little self-practice you can go by on your own. Combining breath with your movement. Take your time. From downward dog, you go into plank. And from plank, knees, chest, chin to the floor. Take a baby cobra, so lift the chest and the shoulders away from the floor. And then downward facing dog. And step that left foot forward when you're ready. If you haven't done so already. And raise the arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to the floor. And then return, step forward, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward bend. And then let's meet up at the front of the mat, standing in Tadasana, the mountain posture. Beautiful. Now we're all warm. We'll go a little bit deeper. So from here, what I'd like you to do is to take your feet about hip width apart. We're going to fold forward from the hip creases. You just gently fold from your hip crease. Beautiful. And you can soften your knees. Take hold of your elbows. Ground the heels. Bring the weight slightly forward into the fronts of your heels. Arches of your feet lift. So you could stay here if that's enough. You just stay here holding the elbows. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you might take your hands around the backs of your legs. So my right hand goes around the back of the right leg, right thigh, and then I bring my right hand on the left shin, and then my left arm goes around the back of the left calf muscle, and then I bring my hand onto the front of the right shin, and then just let the head and neck relax. So looking to keep my upper body close to the tops of the thighs. No need to straighten your legs. You can keep a little bend in your knees. And if you're very flexible, then you might even want to straighten the legs. Fantastic. And then when we're ready, we're going to release the arms. Exhale, bring your hands onto your hips. And then inhale, slowly coming up to standing position. Fantastic. From the fronts of your mat, have your feet together or hip width apart. We're going to inhale, take the arms above the head. Exhale, take a forward bend. Inhale, and then lengthening your spine. And then exhale, step your right foot back. Good. And then bring your right knee onto the floor. Good. We're going to inhale, take the left arm, Inhale, take the left arm forward up. And exhale, take the arm down. And again, inhale, taking the arm forward and up. And then bring the arm down. And we do that one more time. Inhale, bring the arm forward. And up. Exhale. Down. And then we're going to hold the posture for about 5 breaths. So you take the arm up. Good. You could stay here with your right knee on the floor, or you could intensify it a little bit by lifting that right knee. And let's stretch the arm up. Good. Breathe. Smooth and calm breath. Fantastic. And then exhale. After 5 breaths, bring your hands to the floor. Good. And then from here, we're going to step back into a plank position. Good. So from plank, we're going to take a plank with a twist. So you're going to come onto the outer edge of your right foot and then keep both hands on the floor. So you're going to roll onto the outer edge of your right foot. If that's too intense, then bring your left foot on the floor as well. Good. And then when we're ready, we can inhale and then take the left arm up towards the sky. So you're lifting your left hip towards the ceiling. Beautiful, reaching into the fingers. Sometimes we could bring the feet together as you reach up. Lovely. And then exhale, slowly bring your hands back to the floor. Good. Come into downward facing dog. Inhale deeply. And then exhale, step your right foot forward between your hands. The left knee will come onto the floor. And then we do the same as we did on the first side. Inhale, take the right arm up. And then exhale, bring it back and down. Inhale, right arm reaching up. Exhale. And then bring it down. One more time. Inhale, taking the right arm up. Exhale. And then bring it down. And then we hold the posture for about 5 breaths. You can really reach the arm up. Stay here with your left knee on the floor, or extend that leg. So you're lifting the left knee, reach up through your fingers. Smooth and steady breath. Beautiful. And then exhale, bring your hands to the floor. And then we take that twisting plank on the left side. So you can stay here on your hands on the floor. Roll onto the outer edge of your left foot. Or bring your right foot on the floor in front of the left leg. I'm going to show you again from the other side. And if that feels comfortable, if you're happy there, then you might want to take the right arm up, reach into your fingers. If you have your right leg in front of you, use that to help you to find stability. Stabilize, lift your hips. Exhale, bring the hands to the floor. Come back into downward dog. Take a moment here. And then let's bring the knees to the floor. Just come and rest for a moment in the child. So just bring your forehead down. Take a moment in child posture. So that's a long, smooth breath. Let the head relax in your child posture. And then from the child posture, let's do like this. So let's come up. And you can cross your ankles like so. And then just come back to sit. So you kind of come over your feet. And then you bring your legs forward. Okay. And then from here, we're just going to do a little bit of work on the core of the body. So from here, you're going to bring your feet together, bring your knees and your thighs together, lengthen your spine. You can take your hands onto the backs of your legs. This is called Navasana. Or you could have your arms extended out in front of you. Yeah? So you can take your legs and then just point the toes, lift, maybe halfway. And we might stay here. For those who are really, really comfortable here, yeah, you might want to straighten your legs and extend your arms at the same time. I'm going to keep to this easy version here, lifting the chest. Good. And then we exhale, cross the legs, possibly press your hands in the floor, lift your buttocks to come up, or just take your hands around your knees and round your back and stay here. The other option is to lift your buttocks and maybe lift your feet as you come up. And then we come down. And the second round, we're going to take our hands, bring them on the backs of your thighs, extend the arms, whichever option you're up to doing, and extend the legs. Good. So squeeze the thighs together, bring your feet together, lift your chest, smooth breath. Lovely. And then we come down. So you can pick up, you cross the legs and lift up, or you can round your back and stay here. Let's do that one more time. Again, when we're ready, lengthen the spine, ground your sit bones. Good. Extend your legs. Navasana. Fantastic. And then we cross the legs, picking up. So pressing your hands down, lean forward, lift your buttocks, maybe your feet as well, or just rounding your back here. Beautiful. We're going to take the feet, bring your heels towards your buttocks. You roll over the fronts of your feet, like so. Then you can walk your knees back. And we're going to come back into downward dog. So exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale deeply. And then on your next exhalation, let's step our right foot forward between the hands. And if it doesn't go all the way, you could pick your leg up and move it between your hands. Good. And then from here, we're going to come up, bring your hands onto your hips, and then have your shin bone so it's vertical. Good. You're going to lift your back heel, so back leg really strong. And then as we exhale, we're going to lower the knee towards the floor. And take the arms up, lower the knee towards the floor. And then inhale, we straighten the back leg. Exhale to bring the knee towards the floor. And then inhale, straighten. We do that one more time. Exhale, bend that knee. And then re-straighten. Beautiful. Stay here, reach into your fingers. And then exhale, we're going to go into warrior two. So we're going to lower the arms, turning the left toes in just a little bit. Bring your shin bone to a vertical position, and then float your arms out to the sides. Good. Once we're here, then we inhale, straighten the leg, and then exhale, bend your knee. Inhale, straightening that leg. And then exhale, bend the knee. Beautiful. One more time, inhale, straight leg. And then exhale, bend the knee. Good. And then from here, we can bring the forearm to rest on the top of the thigh. Notice that you don't collapse into your into your right shoulder. So you're pressing the forearm onto the thigh, and then rotate your right ribs over to the left. Strong in the legs. We keep that back leg nice and strong. And then take your left arm over the ear and breathe. Beautiful. And then when we're ready, we're going to inhale, bring ourselves back up into the warrior position. Extend the arms, and then straight leg. Good. We can bring our hands onto the waist. If you need to, just step your back foot in a little bit. So shorten your stance. We're coming into Trikonasana, triangle posture. So we're going to reach the right arm forward. Good. And it feels like you've got a little hip crease going on there as you reach forward. And then bring your hand to where it's comfortable. So it might be on the shin, it might be on the ankle. You want to keep turning and rotating the chest. Once you're happy, then take your left arm all the way up. Good. So press both feet into the floor as if you're trying to stretch the mat between your feet. Beautiful. Reaching up into the fingers. Lovely. And then as we exhale, bring your left hand towards the floor, bend your right knee. Let's come back into downward dog. So pivot on the left foot, step back into a downward facing dog. You can walk your legs a little here. Good, breathe. And then let's do the other side. So when we're ready, we're going to inhale deeply, exhale, step left foot forward. Good. And then stabilize yourself, round your feet, adjust here to bring your hands onto your hips. Good. Just adjusting there, back leg nice and strong. And when we're ready, we're going to take the arms above the head. Exhale, the right knee, we bend and bring in the direction of the floor, doesn't have to touch. Inhale, and then re-straighten that back leg. Good. Exhale, and then bend. Inhale to re-straighten. And then one more time as we exhale, then inhale to re-straighten. Fantastic. Keep reaching into the fingers. Beautiful. Grounding the right heel. And then we come into the warrior posture. Inhale, and again we straighten the leg. Exhale, bend your knee. Inhale, and then exhale to bend. One more time like that. So once we're back into the warrior position, we're going to bring our forearm onto the top of the thigh. Good. Turn your chest and your trunk, grounding both feet, and then taking the arm over the ear. Fantastic. So we're side bending, and then in that side bend, there's a little rotation in the upper body, strong legs. And then inhale, slowly come back into the warrior. Good. And straight legs. And then from here, walk your back foot in a little. So you narrow your stance if you need to. Extend the arms. Trikonasana, triangle posture. So we reach forward. And then bring your hand to where it feels comfortable. So top of shin, bottom of shin. Taking the arm up. So if you tend to collapse, that means you might need to take your hands a little bit higher. So you want to open the chest, open the trunk. There's no good being kind of stuck down here. So take your hand higher to really open up in your chest. Turn and rotate your trunk, creating space in the upper body. Inhale, and then exhale, bring your hands to the floor, bend your knee, step it back, downward facing dog. Take a moment here to relax the head. And then as we inhale, let's step the feet forward between the hands, lengthen your spine once again, lift the chest. Exhale to fold into the forward bend. Inhale, and then rising up, reaching into the fingers. Exhale, bring your palms to your heart. So standing in the mountain posture, we're going to take the strap or your scarf. We're going to do some chest and shoulder opening movements. So you can take your strap, take it quite wide, not too wide to start with. And then as we inhale, we're going to take the arms above the head, feet hip width apart. Good. And then as you exhale, bringing the arms back behind your back. So the strap might come in line with your shoulders. And if you find that really difficult, then take your hands a little wider. If it's easy, then you might walk your hands a little closer together. And then inhale, open the arms, bring them all the way back up. Exhale, and again, slowly bringing them back. Breathing into that stretch across the chest, the collarbones. Inhale, and then slowly coming all the way up. Let me adjust my camera for a moment so you can really see what my arms are doing. Good. And again, this time, let's move dynamically. So we inhale, take the arms up, and then exhale, so you can bring them all the way back. Good. Without moving your hand on your neck too much. Inhale, and then bring your arms up, pulling on that strap. Exhale, and then we come down. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, so bring it all the way back. So do that 2 more times in your own time. We take that 2 more times. Combining your breath with your movement. Great, guys. And then once you're finished, let's take our strap. Okay, here. And then what we're going to do, we're going to place the strap under your right foot. Yeah, so I place it under my right foot, so it's going to be like that, under my right foot. I'm going to hold with my right hand. Beautiful. And then from here, I'm going to take my left ear to my shoulder. So I slide my left hand down my leg and then move the left ear towards the left shoulder. So what we're doing, we're opening up across the shoulder and the neck. And then you could also bring your left hand onto the right ear and then draw the the left ear towards your left shoulder. And then what I like to do here is to rotate or move your chin to find the sweet spot, find that area where you're tight. And when you find that tight area, you just hold for a moment. Breathe. And then keep the right arm gently pulling on the strap. Inhaling, and then bring the head back up. And release. And then let's change and do the same on the other side. So again, placing it under your foot. And bringing your right ear towards the right shoulder. And then you might want to use a little bit of support. So right hand to left ear. Tilt the chin down. Maybe take it up. Notice where you feel that stretch in the outer neck, shoulder. And you breathe into the area where you're feeling the tightness and sensations. Stay a couple more breaths. And exhale, releasing your hand, inhale, and back to the center. Yeah. Let's remove the strap for a moment. We're going to take a second balance here. So from here, we're going to stand with the feet hip width apart. I want you to bring your right knee towards your chest. So as you inhale, bring your right knee, capture the knee, come up towards your chest. And then exhale, we can release, shift the weight onto the right leg. Inhale, lifting the left knee. Good. And then ground down. And then again, change. Inhale, lifting. Exhale to release. Inhale So draw that knee all the way up. Oh, beautiful. And one more on each side. You look great. And then we're going to make it a little bit more complicated. We're going to add a twist. So I'll show you from the side. We're going to inhale, take the right leg up. Good. And then bring both hands to hold. Keep your left hand holding your right knee. And then bring your hand onto the sacrum, like so. Turn your ribs, turn your chest. Beautiful. And if you feel comfortable there, you might even extend your arm all the way back. And turning to the right. Beautiful. And then come back to center. Inhale. Exhale to release. And then we do the same with the left leg. So you're going to bring your left knee towards your chest. Hold with both hands. You get steady and stable. And then when you're ready to, you can bring your left hand onto the sacrum. Turn your navel towards the left. Turn your ribs to the left. Turn your shoulder to the left. Good. And then if that feels comfortable, you extend your arm back. And then inhale, exhale to release. Good. Take a moment. Just bring your hands beside your trunk. Last one on the balance series. We're going to come into the tree posture. So we're going to lift your right heel, lift the knee towards your chest, open up the hip by taking your knee out to the side, and then place your foot below your knee or above the knee, but not on the joint. Your knee is in line with your hip. You can use your arms to help you find your balance. You might stay here. Once you've found your balance, you might turn your palms to face up. And then if you still have balance and you're comfortable, you might take your arms above your head. So my foot pressing against the lower leg is quite active. I can feel my calf muscles engage as I press my foot onto the calf. And if you have your foot high, you should feel your groins, your inner leg active. And then as we exhale, we can lower the arms slowly and release that leg. And then come back to the center. And then let's do the same on the other side. So lift your left heel, bring the weight onto the right leg, lift the knee, open in that hip, and then place your foot where you're going to place it. So below or above the knee. Use your arms to establish your balance. Once your balance is established, you might turn your palms. You might take your arms over the head. You might bring your palms to your heart. So wherever you like, that's fine. You're pressing the sole of the foot into the side of the leg. Fantastic. And then as we exhale, release the hands, release your leg, and then come back to standing in Tadasana. Let's take a few moments just standing completely still, observing yourself, watching your breath, observing your body, becoming aware of the state of your mind, your thoughts. And then see if you can just come right back to this moment right here. So when we're in the balancing posture, it's really difficult to think about anything else when we're trying to balance. So we have to be completely in the present moment. And then from here, we're going to take our hands onto the hips. We're going to take our feet and we're going to step them wide. So a wide stance. From here, we're going to take a forward bend, so wide-legged forward fold. So we're going to come forward from the hips. I'm going to place my hands under my shoulders. I might come onto my fingertips, lengthen the spine. Beautiful. Breathing here as you lengthen your spine. And then from here, we're going to exhale, come a little bit further forward, maybe walking the hands back in line with your feet. Some of you may be able to bring your head to touch the floor, but that's not the goal. You just lower the head. Breathe. Keep your hands actively working. So your hands press down and forward into the floor. And then your elbows draw in towards the midline. And your shoulder blades move away from your ears. Inhale and ground your feet, lengthen your spine. Beautiful. Exhale, bring your hands onto your waist. This legs really strong. And then inhale, slowly bring yourself up. Fantastic. Good. Second round, here we're going to do a Prasarita squat. So we turn the toes out 30, 45 degrees. Make sure that your knees are free. Yeah, so knees tracking the toes, middle toes. And then just shift the weight, just check knees are happy. Good. And then once we found that happy position, we're going to keep our hands here. We're just going to sit for a few moments, let the shoulders relax, breathe. Press your feet down and slightly forward into the earth, lengthening in the spine. Relax your shoulders. And the face is really soft. We'll stay here for about 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, and we just breathe slowly, smoothly. Just strengthening the inner legs, strengthening the thighs. Keeping the spine upright. Beautiful. And then when we're ready, we're going to inhale, ground your feet, straight legs. That's easy. And then the next variation, we come back in, turn the toes to face forward again. Lift your chest. I'm going to adjust my camera so that you can see exactly where I go. Okay, so with the wide leg, you're going to come forward from the hips again, and then bring your hands under your shoulders. Good. And then just like in downward dog, we're going to bring the hands forward. So it's like a wide-legged downward dog. Push your hands down and slightly forward, and then relax the head and neck. Beautiful, and breathe. And then from here, we take the right hand to capture your left shin bone, your left calf. And then as you pull on that leg, you turn your body towards the left. Keep the right hand on the calf or the shin bone and press your left arm into the floor as you twist over to your left side. Strong legs. Ground your feet. Good. And then inhale deeply. Exhale. Let's release. Place the hands back onto the floor. Good. And then we do the second side. So take your left hand to capture the shin or the calf, the right calf. Good. And then turning the left ribs, turning your belly. And then keep your right hand pressing down and forward. Activating those inner legs. by grounding your feet. As you ground your feet, you feel the legs start to engage. And breathing into the stretch. Inhale, and then exhale, and bring your hands back onto the floor, wide-legged downward dog. Inhale, walk the hands back under your shoulders. Good. And then take your hands onto your waist. Inhale, slowly come all the way up. Beautiful. And then one more variation, we're going to turn the toes to face out, and we're going to come back into the squat. I'm going to adjust the camera once again so you can see. Slightly higher this time. So same as we did before. This time we're going to do a dynamic squat. So we're going to inhale, take the arms up, reach into the fingers. Good, ground your feet. Exhale and straighten the legs, lower the arms. Inhale and raise the arms up, lower the buttocks. Good, exhale. Beautiful, inhale. Exhale. Let's do 4 more in your own time. So breath and movement combined. Good. Last one. On your last one, hold the posture. 5 breaths. Keep grounding your feet, lengthening in the spine, reaching into fingertips. Beautiful, guys. And then exhale, release. Good. One last forward bend, so turning your toes in. Good. Options here, you're going to take your hands behind you to interlock the fingers, or you might take your strap behind your back. So if you have your strap, you might take your hands onto the strap about shoulder width apart or so. Okay. And then from here, we're going to ground the outer edges of the feet, lift your arches, lengthen. And then as we exhale, we're going to come forward from the hips, taking the arms over the head. We stay there for another 3 or 4 breaths. As you exhale, as you soften, your arms might move a little closer to the floor. Don't use force. Just watch your breath. On the exhalation, maybe the arms will come closer, maybe not. Yeah? So just observing your breath. And then when you're ready to do so, inhale and then bring yourself all the way up to the center. Good. And then release, walk your feet together. Beautiful. Yeah. And then take your feet hip width apart. Let's come down into a squat. Bring your palms to your heart. Yeah. For some of us, if this is too intense or if your heels don't touch the floor, you could place a blanket, folded blanket, so that you could prop your heels up on the blanket. Yeah, feet turn out a little bit, that's okay. And another option is, if it's really intense, is you could just sit on some blocks or just re-lengthen the spine. Take a few moments here. Pressing the palms together, lengthening your spine. And then releasing the hands. We're going to take straight legs. We come into the star posture. So you extend your legs out in front of you. I will show you from side. We extend the legs out in front, like so. Good. And then inhale, lifting up in the chest. Keep your feet nice and active. You might take a slight bend in your knees. And that will help you to elongate your spine. Inhale, reach up through the fingers, lengthen. And then exhale, we come forward, maybe taking the hands to the shins, the ankles, rounding the back. Inhale, and then coming all the way back up, extending the arms. We're going to do that 5 more times. So each time we exhale, we come forward, maybe soften your knees, rounding. Inhale, and then reaching up. Okay. So don't be scared to bend your knees if you need to. Yeah. So if it's a lot of pain in your hamstrings and your lower back, bend your knees. Come in with your knees bent. Good. And then the last one, we come forward. And we stay here for about 10 breaths. So let your head and neck relax. And then bend your knees as much as you need to so that you can really relax in the shape. Rounding your back and finding some kind of relaxation there. And you notice when you're relaxed, your breath will flow more smoothly and more calmly. So if your breath is shallow, you're not relaxed. So try to find a position where you can really relax. So bend your knees a lot. Breathe. Lovely, guys. And then inhale, slowly and gently take the arms overhead as you come out, reach up. And then exhale, lowering the arms. Good. We're going to take your, just this. We're going to take your right leg. You're going to bend the knee. You're going to place your right foot into the top of your left thigh. What tends to happen sometimes is the knee is not on the floor, yeah, for a lot of us. So you could place a blanket under your knee to support your knee joint. Yeah. So you could take a blanket, bring it under the knee so it's supported. So once we're there, we're going to inhale, reach up again like we did earlier. Lengthen your spine, ground your sit bones. Also bending your left knee if you need to. Exhale, and then come forward over the thigh. Take hold of your foot, forward bend. Inhale, and then rising up. Lengthen, exhale, and we come forward. Inhale to rise up. We do that 2 more times. On the second time, you're going to stay in the posture. So just holding that posture, we're going to again stay there for 5 long and smooth breaths. Both feet are active. You keep your feet nice and active, spreading the toes and flexing the toes. Inhale after 5 breaths to come back to center. Exhale, lower the arms. So from here, we're going to take a twist. So left hand to right knee, left fingers on the floor behind you. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, turn, rib cage, shoulders, head, neck. Beautiful. And then inhaling deeply. Exhale, and then unwind, come back to the center. Lovely, guys. Let's release your right leg. And we'll do the same again on the left side. So you're going to bend your left knee, bring the left foot into the top of the thigh, like just like you did when you did the tree posture. You might bend your right knee if your hamstrings are tight. And then we're going to inhale, reach up through the fingers. Exhale, and then come forward over the top of the thigh. Relax your head and neck. Inhale, reach out through your fingers, and then come all the way up. Good. Exhale as we come forward. Inhale, extend the arms, and then up. So let's do that another 3 times. On the third and final time, we will hold that shape and come into the posture and hold it. So once we're in the posture, we're holding. If you need to bend your right knee, keep the right knee bent. And you lengthen the spine, rounding the spine. Both feet are staying active. Keep the muscles in your legs alive and active. Inhale, and then very slowly coming all the way up. Beautiful. Exhale, and then releasing the arms. Yeah. So from here, we're going to take the hands behind you, so they're maybe a few inches behind your buttocks. You're going to place your feet onto the floor about hip width apart. Good. And we're going to do this tabletop position. So we're going to inhale, and we're going to lift the hips, lift your pubic bone, look to your navel, and then exhale, slowly bring your buttocks to the floor. Good. And again, inhale, lift, looking to your navel, lift your pubic bone, press your hands and feet down. Exhale, and then slowly down. Lovely. 2 more times. Inhale. And then the last time, let's see if we can stay here 5 breaths. So we lift. Holding for 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. To lower down and buttocks down. Fantastic. Let's take a moment here to maybe sitting on a blanket so you can elevate your pelvis. Simple cross leg. Keep your spine nice and tall. Relaxing the muscles on your face. Relax your neck and your shoulders. Relaxing the abdominal area. Good. And then we're going to take this purification breathing, which some of you have done before. Some of you might be new to it. So we're going to begin like this. I'm going to explain what we're doing first, and then we'll do it together. So from sitting, we're going to inhale, taking the arm above the head. Once your arm is up here and you're full of air, you hold your breath. While holding the breath, you're going to lower the arm, close the nostril. So you bring your thumb or finger into the soft part of your nostril. And then you're going to exhale through the opposite nostril and then lower the elbow as you do so. Once all the breath is out, you're going to engage the lower abs, hold the breath out, lower the arm, and repeat on the second side. Holding the breath, close nostril, hold the breath out, lower the arm. Okay, so let's begin on the right side. When you're ready, we're going to inhale, right arm above the head, hold the breath, bend elbow, closing right side, exhaling left side. Holding after the exhalation, lower. Inhale, left arm, filling the lungs. Hold the breath as you bend the elbow and closing the left nostril. Exhale, right side. Lower the elbow. Hold the breath out and then release your arm. Good. And then just continue on your own. Keep the eyes closed. Allow it to flow smoothly. It's like a dynamic meditation, so really focusing on the movement and the breath will help your mind to stay focused. Clearing the energy channels in your body. Keep your eyes closed so you have a nice deep connection with your breath. De-stressing the mind, clearing out blocked energy. This also helps to bring the mind back to the present moment. Synchronizing the two hemispheres of your brain. Also synchronizing the two hemispheres of your brain. let's close on the left side. So after your left side, just come to sit completely still. The eyes closed, and start to observe yourself. So you're scanning your awareness through your body from the top of your head all the way down to your toes. And then scanning from your toes all the way up to the top, the crown of the head. So be aware of the sensations within the body, the pulse of your heart. Notice how your body vibrates. Noticing how your breath is moving in and out of your body. The state of your mind. Notice if the mind is quiet, busy, or somewhere in between. Just becoming aware of the state of your mind. And then we have some options here. You may stay seated. If you're really comfortable and happy in the seated position, stay there. And if you're ready to come into Shavasana, you can come and lie on your back. So Shavasana is going to give you that opportunity to truly let go. Allow your body to fall open. Allowing the body to fall to the sides evenly. The back of the body wide open. The chest open. Allow your shoulders to release into the floor. And stretch out through your legs. The groins fall into the floor. And just bringing your awareness to the head and the neck. So no rotations in your head or neck. You're completely in the center, nothing to the right and nothing to the left. Your neck is in a neutral position. Allowing your eyes to turn down. Your mouth softens. And your ears open. Becoming aware of all the sounds in your environment. And allowing those sounds to be part of your relaxation. Complete release of energy. Your hands and your feet release. So no gripping or grasping. No sense of pushing or pulling. Eyes are steady, yet liquid soft. I feel that complete relaxation in your eyes, eyelids. The tongue, the jaw, completely relaxed. The heart, the core of the heart, open. And allow your breath just to breathe itself. So we don't impose any breathing patterns on the breath. Just allow it to breathe itself. So allow it to be slow. Allow it to be quick. And then sometimes the breath disappears altogether. And then very slowly bringing your awareness back. And then very slowly allowing the inhalation to be a deep breath. Allowing the exhalation to be a little longer. Allowing yourself to return to the space. And we can move our fingers. We can move our toes. When you're happy to do so, you can stretch your arms above your head. Gently coming back. Stretching the arms, gently coming back. And then come to a seated position when you're happy to do so. Come up and sit. Come up to sit when you're ready. And then we can bring our palms close to the heart. And namaste, thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Fela.
Thank you, Raj.
Thank you, Fela.
Thank you.
Thanks, Fela.
Thank you. Have a lovely day or lovely evening, depending on where you are. I had to, right?